I'm sitting on the floor and reviewing vocabulary from yesterday. I'm reading each word slowly. I'm making simple sentences in my mind. I'm reinforcing my learning gently. He had a fluffy rug in his living room where he liked to sit when he wanted comfort. One evening, he grabbed his English storybook, sat cross-legged on the rug, and read a page. The softness beneath him made him feel grounded and safe, and the reading felt gentler than usual. Soon, the rug became the place where he returned to learn. No pressure, no rules, just a man, a story, and a soft space that helped him breathe. I'm sitting at my desk and reading an English article slowly. I'm circling vocabulary that I want to review later. I'm rereading tricky sentences carefully. I'm enjoying a gentle afternoon of learning. I'm reading English on my phone while the bus moves slowly. I'm blocking out the noise around me. I'm whispering new words to practice their sound. I'm turning my commute into study time. After dinner, he always had 10 quiet minutes. He used to spend them doing nothing, but one day he decided to read one page of an English story. It became a relaxing ritual, digesting both food and knowledge at the same time. Over time, those 10 minutes added up to hours of reading. His English improved so naturally that he didn't notice the change until he could finish a full chapter without losing focus. A small moment after dinner became a gateway to a bigger version of himself. When using the check-in kiosk, I pressed the wrong button because the instructions were in English. I had to restart the whole process. A staff member helped me in simple English afterward. That moment made me realize how useful it is to understand basic English verbs. Mai is trying to eat more vegetarian meals, but many products at the supermarket are labeled in English. She feels nervous at first when she sees words like vegetarian and plant-based everywhere. Slowly, she repeats these words and checks the pictures and ingredients. When she finally fills her basket with the right items, she understands that learning a bit of English opens new choices for her lifestyle. Emma brings her English book to an ice cream shop. She reads slowly while enjoying her dessert. She practices pronouncing new adjectives. The sweet moment makes learning fun. Emily wants to ask Jack for the menu. She sometimes mispronounces menu. She says clearly, "Can I have the menu, please?" Jack hands it to her, making Emily feel confident. I'm reading through a short English lesson on my phone. I'm tracing the lines with my finger to stay focused. I'm repeating the examples carefully. I'm letting small lessons shape my progress. During his lunch break, Kang rushes into the supermarket to find something quick to eat. He scans the shelves for English words like ready to eat, sandwich, and salad. Reading these phrases helps him choose a meal in just a few minutes. As he walks back to work, he sees clearly that English can save him time in small but important moments of the day. I'm watching a short English lesson online. I'm practicing each example sentence out loud. I'm paying attention to the teacher's pronunciation. I'm improving little by little. Noah plays a tourist asking for help. He practices polite questions. Members act as locals and give directions. He enjoys the interactive activity. Some days were long, heavy, and exhausting. On those days, he sat down at night and read one English page just to remind himself that he still moved forward. Even if everything else felt unproductive, that single page meant progress. That single page meant commitment. Over time, he began to realize that no matter how difficult the day was, ending it with one page made it worthwhile. His English improved quietly, built by dozens of small victories after dozens of long days. Michael wants to ask Emma where the restroom is. He hesitates over the word restroom. He asks, "Where is the restroom?" Slowly. Emma points the way, and Michael feels more confident. The rain fell quietly outside his window, tapping softly like tiny fingers. He sat at his desk, unsure what to do with his tired mind. Then he noticed the English booklet he had bought weeks ago. He opened it and read just one page. The sound of the rain made the moment calm, almost peaceful. The next rainy evening, he did the same. Over time, he started looking forward to reading whenever it rained. The words no longer felt distant. They felt familiar, like the rhythm of the drops outside. One rainy page at a time, he discovered that English could be comforting. Lynn needs a shampoo for her dry hair, but all descriptions are in English. She feels confused, reading phrases like moisture repair and deep hydration. She reads slowly and checks online meanings to make sure she picks the right one. When she pays at the cashier, she feels proud for understanding English well enough to choose what she needs. Lily sits on her balcony with an English book. She repeats short sentences to build fluency. The open air makes learning feel refreshing. She feels more confident with each page. Michael wants to ask Ava where the nearest store is. He fears mispronouncing nearest. He says, "Where is the nearest store?" Clearly. Ava answers warmly. Natalie approaches Jack to ask about the English class schedule. She hesitates over schedule. She slowly says, "What is the class schedule?" Jack answers kindly, and Natalie feels more sure of herself. Olivia suggests a simple, affordable breakfast cafe. She describes the friendly staff and fresh food. The tourist looks pleased. Jason wants to ask Noah about the road conditions. He fears mispronouncing conditions. He says clearly, "How are the road conditions today?" Noah answers kindly, "I'm walking slowly on the sidewalk and forming English sentences in my mind. I'm describing the sounds around me. I'm experimenting with new expressions. I'm enjoying this thoughtful practice." Emma sits in the library with an English novel she has wanted to try for weeks. She feels nervous because she is not sure about the pronunciation of many words. She reads slowly, whispering each sentence to practice. When she finally understands a full page, she feels proud and motivated. I'm sitting on my couch and reading an English paragraph slowly. I'm letting the quiet environment support my focus. I'm repeating certain lines to feel their rhythm. I'm enjoying the cozy practice. I'm sitting on the sofa and reading an English passage slowly. I'm turning pages gently, so I don't rush. I'm repeating lines that feel meaningful. I'm ending my evening with comfortable learning. Liam wants to ask Henry when the meeting starts. He worries about meeting. He says, "What time is the meeting?" Slowly. Henry answers instantly, and Liam feels confident. Hai wants to try cooking a foreign dish he saw online. At the supermarket, he looks for the international food aisle, but struggles with the many signs. Finally, he asks another shopper, "Do you know where the international food section is?" The helpful answer shows him the way, and Hai feels excited that English can guide him toward new tastes and cultures. I tried to present numbers and data in English, but I kept mixing million and billion. A few people corrected me gently. I felt embarrassed, but thankful. That moment showed me I must master English numeracy too. Jason sends Chloe a small playlist of songs he likes. She listens and shares her thoughts. They enjoy discovering new music together.